already got us here. I hope you're all doing well today. May this message resonate with you, and may you always use true discernment within every message. May the divine guide you and bring you the truth, the wisdom, and the clarity that is needed for your life, for your journey, and for this moment. Thank you all so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your positive energy. And thank you for your listening. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So the first card out, there's two that's standing out right now, and I'm guided to read both of them. The first two that's out is integrity and shadow self. Integrity and shadow self. And I'm getting like, this is something that someone is learning when it comes to themselves. Your integrity about who you are is expanding. Like you're learning more. I'm gonna read integrity. It says, to walk with integrity and truth is to walk empowered in spirit. The quality of this card represents breaking through habits and thought patterns that don't serve your authentic self. Habits and thoughts that leave you feeling guilty and less than who you are. These patterns and emotions serve only to disempower your true potential. This disempowerment is caused by the ego. The ego judges that part of you that lives in a world of habitual patterns and mind games, creating areas of shade. The more it criticizes and judges that shade within you, the more your divine light diminishes. After a period of constant attacks and judgment, you are left feeling deflated and disempowered. Mistakes do happen. There are times we all say and do things that we wish we hadn't. But instead of criticizing and judging that shade within you, send that part of you love, light, and compassion. Be gentle with that shaded area, dear one, and understand that there is a reason why it is dark. With love, shine light to this part in you and truly see what fears lurk at its core. View your fears with compassion and understanding. Love in fullness all that's been hurt and wounded. Now acknowledge the light that is you, the pure divine essence that flows through your every cell. Remember your true divine self. Continue your journey with strength, integrity, and truth. The more you choose to walk in truth and integrity, the brighter your light shines and the more empowered your spirit becomes. Affirmation: I am a warrior of love. With integrity, I walk this path of courage and truth. Associated chakras is the solar plexus, heart, and the throat. So that is for integrity. Also, the number 17 could be significant for someone. Now I'm going to read shadow self. Shadow self. Unless you learn to face your own shadows, you will continue to see them in others because the world outside of you is only a reflection of the world inside of you. You may be wondering why you've been facing so many triggers and challenges as of late. Things have been going well despite a few road bumps along the way, but the challenges that have been appearing all around you recently seem so overwhelming and disorienting. Just when you thought you had everything under control, it seems as though the world has suddenly shifted. Spirit understands your confusion and uncertainty during this time. Rest assured, dear one, this is a time of cleansing and clearing all that was avoided and hidden inside you. Healing of the worlds within is taking place and raw emotions are resurfacing. You are exploring and uncovering the darkest shadows of yourself. This is why you're being faced with insurmountable challenges and triggers. You see, it is only from being pressured that the darkest side of you surfaces. This is an important and necessary time for you. As hidden parts of you surface, be gentle, send love and compassion to the wounded parts of yourself. If there is rage, send love. If there is hurt, send love. May love reign all aspects of you, whether they be dark or light. This period can be quite testing, being challenged by unforeseen events triggered by people closest to you. Through this cleansing process, your level of consciousness is expanding to new and heightened states of awareness and clarity. As you move through this period, be assured you are not alone and that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Affirmation: I am healed as I acknowledge all aspects of myself. Associated chakras is the base and the sacral chakras. Wow. So I was guided to read that. And like I said, I believe that this message is for someone who you may be going through like a journey of really, releasing. You're learning integrity. You're learning how to love yourself within. there's a lot that is resurfacing in your life, and like I'm getting like you're going through the phases of where you're having to have this integrity in your life. You're learning it for yourself. I'm also getting like there may be things that may be happen outwardly as well that is triggering this as well, such as like people, places, and things. There's things that are triggering this part of like this time. And what I'm meaning is like, let's say that there is someone that may be around right now that does not have that does not like have the integrity that you have. That could be confirmation for someone if you just heard that notification. Or let's say that there's someone who does not have integrity right now, that is needing to learn to have integrity. And let's say that you're learning to have integrity. What may be being shown in this time is something within you. What is being reflecting outward is something within you that is needing to be seen. Yes, that is needing to be seen. I really hope that that's making sense. I really hope that that's making sense for someone. There's something that's within you that is needing to be seen about who you are. About who you are. And this is not to say you don't have integrity. It's you're expanding as an individual. You're expanding. So it's not saying that you don't have integrity. It's allowing the truth about who you are to come up. It's like there's so much that could be being reflected in this time. It's a strong energy, and I'm getting, it could be heavy because like the book just said, it's like there may be a lot of events. There may be a lot of events and a lot of triggers in this time, and it's because you're expanding. It's because of who you are is needing to expand more, and what's resurfacing in this time is for you. It's for, there's hope within it. And because I have here hope and gratitude, you may not, I believe it said that you may not see what it is now, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. You will be having this gratitude energy. It's a need to have this hopeful energy and to continue to grow, because it's what you're going through, what's being shown inward and what's being shown outward. It's a need for you to have this hopeful feeling, because you're going to be thankful for this in the future. Also, just being grateful and thankful for it now, because it's showing you what you're needing to learn in this time, what you're needing to grow through in this time, so that you can get to that light at the end of the tunnel. I really hope that made sense. I'm sure it's going to make sense to whomever it is meant to make sense to. But with this integrity card, it's not saying that you don't have integrity. It's just you're expanding, and there are some parts of you that are needing to expand when it comes to your integrity about who you are. And so, like I said, there's some external things that are showing you the things that you're needing to work on. So let's say that you're aware of who you are, but there may be someone or something that is external right now that isn't aware of who they are, and they may lack integrity. And like I said, because you're going through this where you're expanding your integrity, they're showing you some things about yourself as well that you are needing to heal and grow, and to allow and to know that you're removing yourself from this person, place, or thing, whatever this is. You will be removing yourself from this as you expand and as you put love in this energy. This person may be there because they're showing you something that is within that you are growing out of. So I'm getting like, if this is a person, this person will be released, because as you send love within yourself, as you show that love to yourself, as you go within and really put love in every part of your body where things are triggering you, where things are showing up. With this hope energy, remember we have here hope and gratitude after integrity and shadow. It's for you to have hope that what is happening, what is reflecting outwardly, what is happening inwardly is going to reflect outwardly. I really, really hope that makes sense. I really do. And like I said, like, you may not see it right now. But as you continue to go within and heal and give love to yourself, to give love to even that person that may be in this energy right now, and to have hope, you will see the light at the end of the tunnel. So it's a need to be grateful right now. There's a message of gratitude in this time, and to know that you are blessed, that you are going through this, and that you are expanding, so that you can expand in your integrity. You're expanding. Confirmation. You just heard that. You're expanding. Yes. Wow. And for some, I have your intuition and transformation. Wow. The number 18 could be significant. Your intuition is heightening at this time as well. Or there's something that you are being guided to pay attention when it comes to your intuition. You're being guided to listen more to your intuition at this time, or I'm just getting that your intuition is becoming stronger. There we go. Your intuition is becoming stronger and is heightening in this time about, remember I said there is something externally that is happening. There may be a wound there may be a wound right now that you are healing in this time. And I'm getting that there may be a cycle that continues to happen. And because you're healing this wound, your intuition has been guiding you on why whatever external is happening right now, your intuition is like guiding you within of why this keep happening externally. So as you heal this wound, your intuition is trying to tell you, send you a message of why this is happening externally. I really hope that's making sense for someone. I know it is. And you're going through a transformation right now. The number 33 can be significant. You're going through a transformation right now. You're going to be closing out and you're changing. You're liberating yourself from this same cycle because of what you're doing within, because of your expansion. I really, really hope that this message is making sense for someone. I really do. Wow. And then I have here compassion, be still, and time out. Yes, there's a lot of compassion. You're transforming. And this situation, you may not see it now, but it's going to, as you are healing within, and as you are gaining the wisdom and the knowledge for, what it is that you are growing through, your heart is opening as well. You will be having a lot of compassion. Or there's a need to have compassion in this situation and to be still and take a time out. Spending time in nature is significant as well. I'm going to read the Be Still card. Wow, and it opened right to it. Be still. 5, change. I spoke of change. 5 can be significant. To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrender. Be still, breathe, find that well of Find that well of tranquility and serenity within you. There are times when life feels chaotic. Circumstances and relationships test you. I just said this. Test and challenge you with conflicting emotions and inner storms. Wow. Sometimes your emotions are felt deeply and you may have moments of outbursts that express pain and inner rage. Feel the emotions and try to understand what has come forth from you. See the origins from which this reaction was born. There will always be triggers, dear one, and storms will pass, but how you react makes all the difference to the severity and the longevity of the storm. Who you are is best seen when you are challenged, pressured, and put to test. Will you react with rage, spite, and bitterness? Wow, that's with that integrity. Whoa. Or with peace, love, and compassion. If you react with anger and spite, do not be disheartened. Yes, it says, if you react with anger and spite, do not be disheartened. Simply see that this is where you are at this time. So that compassion is a need to have that compassion for yourself. And it says, be gentle with yourself and go within to explore the deepest recesses of your hidden self. Find the root of why your reactions are so. Send this part of you love and compassion and feel the healing light of love spreading through your entire body. Dear one, you are love, peace, tranquility, and serenity that you seek. It is you. Know it, feel it, and be it. Be the peace that others seek. Be the stillness that others crave. Be the compassion that others need. In this stillness, there is clarity and peace. Go forth, dear one, and be that gentle voice that calms the storm. Prayer. Great Spirit, lead me to still waters within myself that I may find peace. Associated chakras, that could be confirmation for someone if you just heard that notification. Associated chakras, sacral and solar plexus. Wow, that just spoke of like everything that I was just speaking about. Wow. And it's a need for you to, there may be a need for you in this time to take a time out, because I have time out that is right beside it, that's right on top of it actually. And the number 32 could be significant. Also 3 + 2 is 5. So it's just speaking of change, nature, spending time in nature and allowing yourself to change. You're changing, you're growing, you're expanding. Wow, as I said, this expansiveness is here. Extraordinary is here. Wow, lost in inner power. Expansiveness. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. Wow. You are expanding in this time. You're healing and you're expanding in this time. And it's because of how extraordinary you are. You're expanding and you're learning more and more as you go within, as you heal, as you grow through this. You're learning more and more of who you are. You're giving honor. You're giving love to how extraordinary you are, how unique you are. This is where you are. This is what you're going to be believing about yourself. Or this is something that you're being guided to know, that you are extraordinary. It says there's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. Then I have here lost and in power. Yeah. Wow. Yes. There's thing. I said that. I was like, this, whatever, if it's a person, if it's a thing, it's going to be released. And it's because you're expanding. It's because you're learning how extraordinary you are. It's confirmation again. My phone never does this until I get on these messages. I just want you all to know this. Like, wow. I have here loss. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. Yeah, so I'm also getting like there's a lot of ego being removed, being released, like an ego death as well for someone. Yeah, there's things that you may be feel as though that you are losing, or there may be a lot of losses that are happening in this time, and it's because you're expanding, you're growing. And remember I said that externally, that like you're becoming more aware and you're expanding. And remember I said like externally, the people that are around you or what's around you isn't in this energy of growth, isn't in this energy of awareness. So because whomever, whatever, isn't doing the growing and learning, it has to be removed. because you're growing and learning, you're expanding, you're learning who you are. And this is all an individual path. So this isn't to take away from anyone, but you're choosing to grow in this time. And you may think that this is a loss. You may think by them you're awakening to who you are. You may think that this is a loss. I just saw right action as well. You may think that this is a loss, but what you're gaining so much that you don't see in this time. If you keep whatever this is, whomever this is around, it may bring an imbalance, and I'm getting deep down, this, but you have the inner power. It says, give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. You have the inner power, and that could go back to that intuition that I was telling you about. Remember, I was saying something about your intuition and your transformation. And so there may be some courage that you are needing in this time so that you can do what must be done. Wow, then I have here change and liberation. Change. Wow, remember we kept seeing 5. We kept seeing 5. Change and liberation. When the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads in your own evolution. Wow. Change. You're changing. I'm getting like an ego death. Like there's like a lot of ego releasing and trusting in the divine. Yeah, liberation. The doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe anymore that they're you. You're liberating yourself. You're liberating yourself from control. You're liberating yourself from always trying to control things. You're liberating yourself from the ego. Yes, because the ego always try to control. You're liberating yourself from that. And the doubts and fears that come up from when you try to control, you not getting what you want, or you're liberating yourself in this time. Wow. As you change, yes, it's also speaking of as you change, doubts and fears may come up, but you're learning that they're no longer you, because you have this inner power. You're gaining this inner power. You're gaining this courage, or you have the divine to help you in this time. Because remember, the inner power card, it says, "Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done." So I'm getting you're going to, because of you asking this. Maybe this is something you're being guided to ask, but it's speaking of, that inner power. Speaking of asking and allowing this change, having that courage to do what must be done, and to allow yourself to continue to change this change that is happening, and to liberate yourself. Yeah, I have your detachment, non-duality. Detaching yourself from it, detaching yourself from how it's going to work out, detaching yourself from how things will go. And trust in this time, to trust in the divine flow, to trust in where you are in your life right now. With this non-duality card, it says, let your authentic humanity shine forth while also knowing. I apologize. Let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You could become fluent at doing both. Wow. You're expanding. You're getting that balance within. Remember non-duality. You're healing within. So what you're doing, what you're healing within can reflect outwardly. And it's also speaking of that divinity within. You're healing and you're activating that divinity within. It's like a activation in this time so it can shine outwardly. Wow, then I have here love. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation. Only love itself. Wow. Remember, we spoke of just replacing even in the book, it was just speaking of replacing everything with love. And having love, having compassion. And then remember, I was speaking of like a person, place, or I was thinking about a person. I said this like a person, place, or a thing. And then, love is here now. And it says divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation. Only love itself. Wow. Wow. So I'm going to get an overall message. Let me get 4. What is the overall message for you all? Alright. They're flopping out too. Okay, one more. There we go. They flew out too, so try to do it in the order that came out. So we have solitude, enjoyment, trust, and being enough. Wow. Wow. These are the overall messages, and I think they're speaking. It says solitude. Once you embrace the inner divine and your own sacred solitude, the right people arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. Enjoyment. Striving and pushing makes life into endless hard work. The more you invite love to take over, the more enjoyment comes. Allow me to enjoy this life. Trust. When love is invited to take over, right actions arise at the right time. Allow me, dear divine, to wait patiently until the timing is right. Let me rest in the unknown until a clear path is shown. Wow. Then I have here being enough. The innermost heart says you are enough. Nowhere to go, nothing to get, nothing to change. No need to grow more deserving. You, yes, you are loved. Wow, wow, wow. So I really hope that this message resonated with you all. Sending you so much love and light. May you get it through the wind. Thank you.